everybody's undefeated, everybody's optimistic, and everybody is eager to get going, whether you're playing or the guy on the sidelines drawing up plays.
The starters for Utah: Markkanen and Collins, the 3 and 4. Collier is out there with Colin Sexton, and it's Kessler in at the 5. Now here's Thompson, kicks it out to Cunningham. Sends it home from three-point land.
Well, as a defense, you have to expect Cunningham to take those. He's not shy at the arc.
Here's Collier. He's watched by Cunningham. Collier, no good. And Harris has got the ball here for Detroit. It's a three-point game. Here's Duren. And he can't get that one. Some solid defense from Markkanen. On offense, here's Utah. From the arc. Drains the triple.
And off the dribble, pulling up. Markkanen at 7 feet. Very comfortable with that shot.
Pass to Hardaway. Oh, what a finish in traffic! My goodness!
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Yeah, he didn't let the defense affect him there. He just kept his focus.
Now here's Sexton to the inside. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Utah shooting their first free throw of the night.
At the line for the Jazz, shooting 1.
And Kessler is just a steady, reliable big man because he shoots a good percentage and defends the rim well.
Now here's Cunningham. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. Hardaway from outside. Kessler with a rebound. Utah has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. All right, Grant, I have to ask you, has there ever been a more intimidating team than the old bad boy Pistons?
Well, they weren't fancy, but they played hard and they played physical basketball. Every team that faced those Detroit teams knew they were in for a battle. He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat, and I took the time to ask him about his strategy for Lauri Markkanen, and he said, we know he's going to hit big shots and be physical on the floor, but we're going to make him work for everything tonight. I hope we can test every shot that he takes. Hope and hard work. Can't ask for more than that, guys.
Appreciate the report, Allie. And Detroit has possession, following the bucket by the Jazz. Pass to Collier. Now Collins. Markkanen with a screen on Harris. Back to Markkanen. 5 on the clock. Now Kessler. He's watched by Cunningham. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Excellent D there from Collins.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Collier, defended by Thompson. Pass to Kessler. He shoots a 3. Rebound Detroit. Cunningham up top, checked by Sexton. Cunningham looking it over. Ooh, too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. Maybe the results haven't been there in recent seasons, but the Jazz have an exciting young core, Coach.
Yeah, they do, B.A. They've focused on youth, and some of those guys are developing into very good players. If this core stays in place and gels and they can add to it a little bit, watch out for this Jazz team.
Cunningham finds Thompson. Now here's Hardaway. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Hardaway's gotten his second bucket.
Well, you can see Thompson working on his passing and expanding his skill set.
Collins outside. Markkanen with a screen on Harris. And he's going for the lob! And Markkanen with the stuff.
Markkanen showing his athleticism, soaring to hammer home the alley-oop.
Outside Hardaway. Cunningham outside. From downtown, Sexton grabs the board.
Another miss. He is struggling for the quarter.
And stolen by Cunningham. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for Detroit.
Well, our coaching staff has to be happy with how active they've been defensively, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Cunningham outside. On target from range. Cunningham's got 6.
Yeah, and Cunningham there, able to shoot with his feet set. That's one he knows he can do.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Attention fans, now on the court, it's your hype squad. Everybody get down. WU. It's Hunt versus you.
Beasley's checked in for Detroit. Sensabaugh is checked in for Utah. And looking at second chance points last year, here were the teams that did the most damage on the offensive glass. Number 1, the Jazz.
And it was just great watching them be so assertive on the offensive glass. This is a team that trusted in their ability to keep possessions alive last season.
Here's Collier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Sensabaugh. Oh, they get a hand on it. Oh, stolen by Harris. And here's the fast break. And Harris throws it down.
And you can't let Harris get this close to the basket. When you do, this is what happens.
Markkanen with a screen on Cunningham. Here's Kessler. And here's Markkanen, hounded by Harris. Shot clock at 6. Looking to win the run. Markkanen misses. Detroit leading by 7. Harris with it, picked up by Markkanen. And the dunk by Duren.
He is ferocious on alley-oops. With his good hands and wingspan, Duren makes for an easy target on the lob.
Here's Collier. Pass to Kessler. Here's Sensabaugh. Offline with a 3. Detroit has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Beasley misses. Jazz trail by 9. And here's Markkanen. 5 points in the game. Sexton a screen on Harris. Markkanen for 3. Hardaway grabs the board. The Pistons have got 8 of 15 shots to go. Here's Harris. Softly drops in the floater. And now an 11-point Detroit lead.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments. Well, Grant, it appears that league expansion is around the corner. Any concerns about spreading the talent too thin?
Not really, BA. I mean, the global pool of players competing for an NBA roster spot has never been deeper. So there's plenty of talent to go around.
Let's go!
Here's Sensabaugh. He picked up 10 in his last game.
Hey, when in doubt, run the defender off the screen.
And you know, with a result like that, we'll see them run it again.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Back to Cunningham. Fires the three. Kessler with a rebound.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Pass to Markkanen. Kessler, a screen on Harris. To the paint. Duren with a steal. Cunningham, left side. Hey, hangs in midair and converts the double clutch layup. Cunningham's got 8.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Now Markkanen. Down low. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. They've got a 9-point lead. Duren up top. Back to Cunningham. Inside, Duren. The rebound by Markkanen. Markkanen's got 4 rebounds now. Pass to Collier. And here's Sexton. The three-pointer off the mark.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That's on Colin Sexton.
One of the most underrated scorers in the NBA. Tobias Harris is a tough assignment.
For the Pistons, Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Thompson comes in for Hardaway. And it's Schroeder in for Cade Cunningham. Now here's George. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Collins, no good. Detroit leading by 11. Outside Schroeder. Pass to Stewart. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Filipowski. And that one's good. Stewart. And the Pistons lead by 13. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Hey, Brian. The Jazz are making progress. Coach Will Hardy said this team has shown grit and character and has developed a lot of confidence. When we're going through game preparations, the players walk away knowing if they do certain things, they can win. That's a big step in the right direction.
A bright future, Allie. Thank you. Now here's Schroeder. Yet to see a basket. 1:49 left to play in the first. No good with a layup.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Collins. Pounded by Harris. Collins passes to Filipowski. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup.
John Collins.
A minute 22 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Schroeder. Beasley for 3. The rebound by Filipowski.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Walker Kessler.
We're just not seeing the same tenacity from him on the defensive end lately. He hasn't been blocking as many shots over the last few months, and I think it's made him a little less intimidating under the hoop.
The Pistons have had quite a few high lottery picks of late, Stan. However, they haven't had much success yet.
Well, Brian, you know, sometimes it takes a lot of time. Some teams will come together quicker. Some players and some teams need more time to develop. Detroit's just got to keep adding to what they have and continuing to develop the players that are already in their system.
And a great fan base in Detroit, starving for victories.
Well, the analytics don't like it, but if the defense is giving it up, I like that shot selection despite the miss.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Beasley. Stan, how do you think the Utah Jazz have fared with a relatively young squad?
Well, Brian, I'd say admirably. It's not easy to be the less experienced team figuring things out all the time, but they continue to grow and work and get better.
Clarkson passes to Collins. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Detroit leading by 8. Outside Schroeder. And so the first quarter is in the books. Detroit on top, up 8. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And as our coverage continues, happy Valentine's Day again to everyone out there. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
Yeah, they've dictated the pace to this point, looking to run at every opportunity.
On the floor for Utah, getting going in the second. John Collins out there with Filipowski. Then there's Keontae George. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. And it's Sensabaugh in at the small forward. And it's Clarkson missing. The Pistons leading. Fontecchio, the pass to Schroeder. To the inside. Here's Stewart. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. And Stan, after starting his NBA career playing at center, the 6'8" Isaiah Stewart, more often now a power forward.
Yeah, look, Brian, he's improved as a shooter. He still looks more like an old school big at the 4 spot, but he can step out and stretch the floor.
Hey, kept it simple. No reason to get fancy right now, B.A.
Yeah, he's just looking to find shots and produce for his team. Pass to Fontecchio. Now here's Thompson. Here's Schroeder. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Well, as we see more of Thompson, I think he's going to get better looking for his teammates.
Here's Clarkson driving to the basket after missing his first attempt. Now 1 for 2.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Fontecchio up top, puts it up from the high post. That's short off the rim.
Those are precisely the looks this team is trying to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Stewart, no good. Jazz trail by 7. Filipowski, the pass to Clarkson. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. George finds Clarkson. Collins right side. Thompson pulls it in. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Picked by Stewart. And here's Schroeder outside. He drops it from range. Schroeder's got 5 points.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest at the arc.
Clarkson for 3. Utah with another miss. Detroit leading by 10. Now Schroeder. He's got 5. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier. The star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Juzang, he's checked in for Utah. Schroeder against Clarkson. Shoots over Schroeder, and that one's good. Clarkson's got 4 points this quarter.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
Outside Schroeder. Just 5 on the clock. Driving in from the right block. Misses from short range. Jazz trail by 10. Here's George. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. George has got his first bucket in this one.
He's a good passer. I think that gets lost in Collins' ability to score the ball.
Schroeder against Clarkson. Here's Fontecchio, and he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Thompson pulls it in. The Pistons lead by 10. And there it is for him. Thompson's got his second bucket of the night.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Pass to Juzang. Tries the spin move. Clarkson outside. Shoots over Schroeder. And it's Clarkson missing. For Detroit, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Schroeder passes to Beasley, and he lobs it up! Clarkson left side, and Collins with the slam.
Collins so active around the rim.
Detroit shooting a nice 57% rate from the field in the second quarter. Clarkson against Schroeder. Pass to Stewart, goes up at the elbow, down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Stewart's got 5.
Preparation paying off for Stewart. He was on his spot and ready to go the second he got the ball.
Clarkson passes to Collins. That three's off the mark.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is.
Schroeder against Clarkson. Thompson, a screen on Clarkson. And here's Schroeder outside. Rebound, Utah. Here's Juzang. No points yet. Pass to Clarkson. From behind the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Well, this coaching staff loves to see Clarkson pass it. He's developed that portion of his game.
And J.B. Bickerstaff decides to call timeout. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And the Pistons will go for a different look here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Fontecchio. Harris comes in for Thompson. Hardaway's checked in for Beasley. And Cunningham subbed in for Schroeder. Now here's Hardaway. Cunningham outside. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
That is what they want from Duren. Spike it, young fella.
Pass to Markkanen. Down low. And it's Sexton. That time on the assist by Markkanen.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Here's Stewart. Outside Hardaway. Clock at 6. The three is up with a rebound. Jazz trail by 9. Markkanen with it. Guarded by Stewart. And that one drops for him. Markkanen's got 7 points.
Well, Markkanen's height is such an advantage in that mid-range area.
Stewart outside. Back to Cunningham. Oh, using his size. Look at Cunningham.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Collier. He's watched by Cunningham. Connects from downtown. Markkanen's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Heating up in the second quarter. He looks locked and loaded.
Cunningham outside. And it's blocked by Kessler.
Oh, big Walker Kessler. That is how you use your size.
Sexton, that's good.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
Grant, a big reason for Utah to be excited about the future. Their young head coach, Will Hardy.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, he's had this team competitive after trading away both Mitchell and Gobert. And I love how Hardy has developed guys like Lauri Markkanen.
Here's Collier. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Markkanen misses.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Three-pointer Stewart gets hauled in by Collier. Jazz trail by 7. Kessler with it. Picked up by Cunningham. Pass to Collier. Over Hardaway. Collier, no good. For Detroit, they've gone 8 of 15 in the second. Harris with it. Checked by Sexton. Harris passes to Hardaway. Picked by Stewart. Takes the three. And Hardaway good for 3. Hardaway's gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
They're shooting the three extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
And we've got a timeout called by Will Hardy. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. And the Pistons making a change here. Thompson's checked in. And a switch here also for Utah. Collins, he's checked in for George. Collins finds Markkanen. Sexton with it. To the paint. And finished off by Kessler.
Inexcusable defense. You can't let Kessler get established inside like this.
Cunningham passes to Harris. And here's Cunningham. 10 points for him. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Cade Cunningham has faced his share of challenges in his career, Coach.
Yeah, Brian, the injuries, the discouraging losses, but he's remained steadfast through it all. He's a committed and mentally tough player.
Believes in his game and now wants a team around him that can fulfill that need. And Harris has got the ball here for the Pistons. The shot that time not on target. Jazz trail by 11. Pass to Markkanen. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Yep, count it. Sexton's got 6 points.
I love that hoop from Colin Sexton. Don't settle, young man.
Harris outside. Pass to Duren. Back to Harris. There's Cunningham with a 3. The rebound by the Jazz. Markkanen's got 6 rebounds in the game. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. That one on Duren. And for a scorer as prolific as Markkanen, he doesn't need the ball in his hands too often.
So many of his scores come off assist. So just a great sense of when to get into space and become available.
Well, Coach Lauri Markkanen, it's been an interesting study to watch his game continue to improve every year.
Yeah, it certainly has, Brian. You know, he was a complimentary player for quite a while, and then finally has developed into a primary offensive threat, and he has thrived.
The Pistons lead by 8. Harris up top, checked by Sexton. Pass to Duren. Here's Harris. And it's good. But hang on here. The officials may want to take a look. At it on the replay model.
Is overturned.
The officials signaling that they are going to take a look at this replay.
And there's really plenty of time remaining. Call was made.
And after reviewing the play, it looks like they're overturning the call here. That basket is good.
It would have been a real shame if those points didn't count. I'm so glad the officials were able to take a second look and make the right call.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons ending the quarter up 10. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
Hey everybody, it's halftime.
You're not going to win many games shooting under 30% from three. If they want to climb back into it, they've got to focus.
And now let's take... And that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down to Brian Anderson.
Again, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
Well, I just love his fearlessness so far. He's charging inside like no one can stop him.
Thompson and Harris are the 3 and the 4. Tim Hardaway is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Duren in at the center, locking down the middle. That's J.B. Bickerstaff's 5 as we get going in the second half. Thompson outside. Hardaway from outside. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 5 assists in the game.
Yeah, that's like a layup to Hardaway at this point in his career.
Collins finds Markkanen. Back to Collins from deep. Sinks it from distance. Collins has got 7 points.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Jazz trail by 8. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Cade Cunningham has really been improving from distance. He said early in his career he was playing a lot of minutes and stepping back to the NBA three-point line, he just didn't have enough legs in his shot. After his shin surgery, he redefined his form and strengthened his legs. Brian, he said it helped a lot.
That could be a silver lining of all that time off, Allen. Duren, the screen. Cunningham passes to Duren. And it's blocked by Kessler. Sexton looking around. Oh, there's the alley. Duren with a steal. Sexton against Hardaway. Now here's Cunningham. He's got 13. Shot clock at 6. Duren the screen for 3. Collins with the rebound. Collins has got 4 rebounds now.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Sexton against Hardaway. Sexton passes to Markkanen. And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. And a quick check now on the teams that led the league from the charity stripe a year ago. Number 1, the Jazz.
Well, last year, they were tremendous at the line. A very fundamentally sound team shooting-wise.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Cunningham outside. Outside Hardaway. Takes a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Sexton's got 4 rebounds now.
They've come out a little cold after that halftime break. Just 1 of 5 from the field to start the third quarter.
Harris passes to Thompson. And stolen by Markkanen. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Pass to Collier. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go for him.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Collins outside. To the inside. Here's Markkanen. Oh, look at the flush from Markkanen.
Well, we have seen Markkanen accept more and more responsibility over time. What a dominant scorer.
Pass to Harris. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And there's a bevy of young talent in the NBA right now. Who are you most excited to see grow into a star, Stan?
Well, what I'm really excited about, Brian, is to see which of these young talents becomes true stars, transformative guys. Certainly Chet Holmgren and Wembanyama have already had this great rivalry. Scotty Barnes has become the next big point guard. We see Anthony Edwards, Paolo Banchero. There's a lot of guys that could be the guy, and it'll be fun to find out who actually develops into that play.
As the torch is passed, who's going to take the mantle?
Capable of playing both the 3 and 4 spots, Harris's versatility is his greatest strength.
And here's Collins for 3, and Cunningham pulls it down.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots. And when it comes to the 3, they've been really dialed in here in the second half.
And so Will Hardy calls for the timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Jazz trail by 11. Here's Collier. He's scoreless. Pass to Markkanen. The 3. Oh, the soft touch from Markkanen, the 7-footer.
Yeah, look, you know Markkanen has this kind of range. That defense has got to get out on him.
Cunningham passes to Harris. Fires from deep. Sexton grabs the board. Sexton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Thompson against Markkanen. There's the double with Thompson. Back to Sexton. Pass to Collier. 4 on the clock. Kessler, a screen on Cunningham. And there's the lob. Knocked loose. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Kessler.
Yeah, what a disconnect. Sloppy play like that is something they can expect to come up in the film session.
We got to see that one again. That block was all-out effort.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
Stan, the top pick in the 2021 draft, Cade Cunningham. He's made major strides the last couple of years, but what have you seen from him?
Well, he's a big guard who can both score and create shots for his teammates. I think this guy is a winner.
Pass to Collier. Markkanen with it from behind the arc. Hardaway grabs the board.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Harris left side. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. They'll pin that one on John Collins.
Don't sleep on the size of Tobias Harris. He's not afraid to bang and bump down there.
The free throw drops for Harris. Will stand since trading Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell in 2022. The Utah Jazz have done some reshaping of their roster.
Yeah, and Brian, it's clear that they're not done. The tinkering continues. They're going to continue to move pieces around until they find what they think can become a championship contending team. Well, Markkanen's put in the work, and he's got no trouble absorbing some content.
For the Pistons, Beasley comes in for Hardaway. And it's Dennis Schroeder in for Cade Cunningham. And a switch here also. Now Duren. Beasley outside. Duren with a screen on Markkanen. Here's Thompson. Out to Harris. The three is up. The rebound by the Jazz. Right wing. Markkanen from long range. Knocks it down from distance. Markkanen's got 13 in the second half.
Well, after dropping in 2 triples in the first half, he's now matched that mark here in the second half, and I wouldn't be surprised to see more of those.
Here's Schroeder, and he hits it from 9 feet. Schroeder's got 9. Here's George. Pass to Collins. Back to George. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Kessler with it. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. Ooh, Thompson with the block.
What you love about Thompson is his versatility at both ends of the floor. He's even able to block shots like that.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
George, no good. Detroit leading by 8. Beasley for 3. Counted from distance. 5 points in the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Outside Sexton. Back to George. Shoots over Schroeder. He hits the back iron and sinks it. George has got his second basket on the night.
Nice pass by Sexton there. I like when he looks to set up his teammates.
Thompson outside. Back to Schroeder. Duren with a screen on George. Inside. And the dunk by Duren.
And that was special. It's easy to be excited about Duren's future in this league.
Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. George passes to Kessler. And it's rejected. And the Pistons pushing it up now. Oh, deflected. Beasley finds Duren. Collins with the defensive effort.
I like where he took that shot. The D was just too strong.
And that one's good. Markkanen.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
Pass to Schroeder. Duren with a screen on George. And here's Schroeder outside. Utah with the rebound. Kessler's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Sexton. Collins passes to Markkanen. No good on the 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Thompson right side. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
Well, it's hard to stop the lanky Thompson from that close.
And, Coach, how about the Thompson twins making their impact felt in the 2023 draft?
Yeah, Brian, we've seen twins in the NBA before, albeit not very often. But these two made history that draft day, becoming the first pair of twins to be selected in the top 5. Of the same draft.
Stewart, he's checked in for Duren. Filipowski, he's checked in for Utah. Sensabaugh comes in for John Collins. Pass to Sensabaugh. Markkanen inside. Harris on him. Offensive rebound. Detroit leading by 10. And here's Beasley from deep. Utah grabs the miss. Markkanen's got rebound number 11. Here's Sensabaugh, defended by Thompson. Pass to Sexton. They set a pick. Here's Filipowski. Markkanen outside. Lets the three fly. Thompson pulls it in. Thompson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. And here's Beasley. Checked by Sexton. Fires for 3. Beasley. That one's good. Beasley's got 8.
Defensively, got to close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
George with it. Pass to Markkanen. George, a screen on Harris. Here's Markkanen. The rebound by Detroit. Outside Schroeder. Now here's Harris. From deep three-point range. Not going to go that time.
Yeah, shoot his way out of this one or not.
Pass to Sexton. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. 10 points for him.
It's never easy trying to stop Sexton. I love watching him bounce off the defense and finish in style.
Outside Schroeder. Stewart, a screen on George. Puts one up from 19. Shot's good by Schroeder.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And so it's the Detroit Pistons in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. And they've racked up a ton of turnovers. We'll be right back. And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Detroit leading by 13. So the Jazz 5 right now. Filipowski out there with Kenyon Martin. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Then there's George. And it's Sensabaugh in at the 3, the small forward. Here's Sasser. It doesn't go for him. Clarkson with the defensive effort. That's tipped and stolen by Beasley. And up the court come the Pistons on the break. Count it. And the Pistons lead by 15. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Pistons.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition. Just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
Fires in the triple.
The defense was just nowhere to be found. And because of that, he adds to their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Here's Sensabaugh, and he banks in the layup.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
And here's Schroeder outside. And Detroit another 3.
That's his 3rd triple of the night, his 2nd since halftime.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Driving inside. Chalk up 2 there. Sensabaugh's gotten 4 this quarter.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Stewart, a screen on George. Here's Schroeder. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Stan, you're the son of a coach. Your dad was a great coach at the collegiate level. What was the best advice you ever received from him?
Well, Brian, the one that has always stuck with me is he told me in my first season, if you think you've got all the answers, it's only because you don't know all the questions. And I think that's true in everything, not just basketball.
First one falls for him. Reed's checked in for the Pistons. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Jazz trail by 18. Clarkson for 3. The rebound by Beasley. Pass to Schroeder. Goes up from the top of the key, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Schroeder's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
Scoring this much while shooting this well. Insane.
Here's Sensabaugh, and there's a defensive 3-second call. Now that we have a few years of reference, it's safe to say the NBA play-in tournament has been a roaring success, Grant.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. And people forget it was created in the peak of the pandemic. The league set up a lifeline for teams that lost key players to COVID, but it has turned into something much, much greater.
And the technical free throw missing that time. They'll retain possession here, however. Will stand former second-round pick Jordan Clarkson. He's averaged double-digit scoring every season.
Yeah, Brian, he's done it primarily as a sixth man. He actually already ranks among the top 10 in all-time points scored off the bench, and he's still moving up the ladder.
It is interesting that he prefers to come off the bench.
Yes, some guys do.
There's the triple. Utah grabs the miss. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist by Clarkson. Clarkson's got his 5th assist in this one. Schroeder against George. It's rebounded by George. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Utah. They trail by 18. And it's off from three-point range. Detroit has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Pass to Sasser. And here's Reed. And he lobs it up to the rim. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. George with it. And Sasser picks him up defensively.
And there's no question George can fill it up. For him, it's about focusing on shooting good percentages.
The 16th pick in last year's draft, Keontae George was thrown right into the fire his rookie season, Stan.
Yeah, down the stretch, he was basically handed the keys to the offense at the point guard position. He may take some lumps, but his talent level is evident.
First free throw is good.
And during his rookie year, Keontae George started about half of his games, running the point most of the time. That experience will pay off for him.
Kate Cunningham's checked in for Detroit. And Utah with a change here, too. Markkanen's checked in for Martin. George hits them both. The Pistons lead by 16. Sasser up top. He's covered by Clarkson. Picked by Reed. Cunningham against George. Back to Sasser. Just 3 to shoot. And again, no good by Detroit. Jazz trail by 16. George passes to Clarkson. Markkanen outside. Pass to Filipowski. George feels it out a bit. Tipped!
Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
And again, no good by Detroit. Utah's gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. And here's Clarkson. Pass to Markkanen. Three-pointer. Utah with another miss. The Pistons have gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. George against Cunningham. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Jazz trail by 16. Here's Filipowski. Somehow scores the layup in traffic. Filipowski's got